Good morning and welcome to Audacious Kids, Hebrews News. My name is Bernie Backgammon and I'm thrilled to be in the studio with you today.
Excellent, thank you Bernie. Good to have you back off from your recent project. We'll find a bit more about that later. And I'm Derek Solitaire, excited to bring you Hebrews News around the clock, letting you know what the Hebrew people are up to and what's going on. Very exciting stuff going on today. We've got a live match report from Jericho. That's right, it's coming live to you, and we can see exactly which team's going to win in the old Battle of Jericho, which is going to be amazing. However, first, some local news, please, Bernie.
Oh yes. I have Mr. Jeffrey Reed from Bolton who claims that he has the world's largest cod and haddock collection in his basement. Sounds fishy to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. However, Mrs. Nicola Williams from Trafford has been able to control her wind to play popular songs. But I've listened to it and it just sounds like a trumpet to me.
Indeed. Mm-hmm. Mr. Patrick Brady from Inverness has been caught out at the local spaghetti competition for presenting ravioli made from cardboard. He has been exposed as an imposter.
Oh, an imposter. I see. Mrs. Juniper Lloyd from Bury has made a really exciting pop song. You may have heard it in the charts. It's on Spotify. It's all about tortillas. I've had it on loop in the car. To me, it sounds like more of a rap.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Okay, well, I'm glad you're with us for Hebrews News. Bernie, last week we heard that you were reporting from Israel's greatest spy, and the guys are going into the promised land, and been a bit of a wait since then, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been quite a while. We've been waiting quite a while for something something else to just happen, really.
Absolutely. Well,
yes.
I'm hoping us Israelites have learnt to look through positive faith eyes into the situation. And as I said, we've got a live report coming from the match at Jericho today. But before we do that, we've got a couple of guests in the studio going to help us with a bit of a game. So this is going to be a great challenge. We're going to build some Jericho walls ourselves.
Amazing.
Out of cheese.
Wonderful.
It's going to be very good. If we could have the guests in the studio, that would be great. And what's your favourite cheese, Bernie?
I think probably brie. I like a bit of brie.
Oh, I'm all about the gorgonzola.
It's not very cheesy.
Well, the more stinky they are, the better. That would be great. And yes, there's something a bit cheesy going on in the studio right now, actually. I think a bit of pranks going on. They're coming. Now, believe it or not, Audacious Kids, we do have a little bit of stage fright going on. And I realise being in the studio with such, worldwide international superstars can be a little bit intimidating, can't it?
Icon. I was only talking to our other roving reporters this week to say how amazing it's been to be in the studio with you, Derek.
Absolutely.
It's an honour.
Well, Chloe Scrabble did go weak at the knees, but, that's understandable. Okay, so we have our guests in the studio. Bernie, who's with us today?
Well, today we have Amara and we have Naomi. Can you give our viewers a wave, please? Fantastic. And Amara, would you like to tell everyone really loud how old you are? And Naomi, how old are you? Okay, and what is your favourite colour, girls? Blue and purple, lovely. They're both my favourite colours also. So we're going to play a game today. The game is building your Jericho walls, and we know how to play it, don't we, girls? We've got 60 seconds on the clock, and we are going to build as high as we possibly can with our cream cheese and crackers. Are you ready? Yeah. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, interesting technique here, Bernie. We've got the bricks, that is the crackers, and the cream cheese, that is the cement. I mean, what kind of tactic would you go for? Are you just going to go for a straight-on stack, or would you build a house of cards and take a bit of a risk? I mean, a few different options here.
That's a difficult one. One's much more sturdy, but the other one will get you higher quicker.
Who is going to pay? Take a risk on the strategy. We're already 30 seconds through, girls. So we're going to try and get a bit more height on there. And the time is ticking down. You may have to take a risk and go for something a little bit higher. And they're still going, just piling it up there. Fantastic. Keep going, girls. And 15 seconds left. The intensity. Oh, the knife spreading is going so fast. Keep going, keep going. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Chuck them on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop building. All right, all right. Good work there, girls. I can see some very sturdy wall building. Very sturdy. No one took the risk and went for the pyramid tower, but I can see there's some good height there. And I think, is it Amara? Are you the winner there?
Naomi.
Oh, Naomi. Sorry, got you the wrong way around. Sisters, I've got you the wrong way around there. Naomi, the highest tower. Well done. Round of applause in the studio, please, for Naomi and Amara. Great work. That is fantastic. Well done, girls.
I have never seen a wall so good to eat. Okay, we are now going to go to our Timeless Truth.
That's right.
That is where we learn Bible verses to help us in the future and
Have
in the
you
now.
learnt it, Bernie? That's the point. Can you do Timeless Truth, Psalms 27, verse 1?
I've been practicing the moves. However, I'm not quite sure I'm ready for public
well, this
viewing
is the
just
last
yet.
week. This is the last week, so you got to get rehearsing right now. This is your chance to finally nail the moves.
I am on it.
All right, Timeless Truth. Let's go.
The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Be afraid. Psalm 27:1, 27:1, 27:1. Oh, Psalm 27:1, 27:1, 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Be afraid. Psalm 27:1, 27:1, 27:1. Oh, Psalm 27:1, 27:1, 27:1. The Lord is the strength of my life, yeah. The Lord is the strength of my life, yeah. The Lord is the strength of my life, and I won't be afraid. The Lord is the strength of my life, yeah. The Lord is the strength of my life, yeah. The Lord is the strength of my life, and I won't be afraid. The Lord is the strength of my life, yeah. The Lord is the strength of my life, yeah. The Lord is the strength of my life, and I won't be afraid. The Lord is the strength of my life, yeah. The Lord is the strength of my life, yeah. The Lord is the strength of my life, and I won't be afraid.
Fantastic. What a great effort. I mean, we've got the webcam up in some of the Audacious Kids watch parties, and I can say the way you guys have learned the Timeless Truth has been fantastic. Well done. I know Bernie was just having a go right here in the studio, but unfortunately she slipped a disc in the back there and can't demonstrate, can you, Bernie?
No, it's a little bit sore, I do have to say.
Well, you know what? You get points for enthusiasm and giving it your all. Well done.
Thank you, Derek.
And please don't make a claim. Okay, I think it's at that point where we need to get our praise on, Bernie. Obviously a big part of Hebrews News, big part of Audacious Kids TV. Everything we do, we're going to praise Jesus. Now, let the audience know, we've had a few emails come in, a couple of tweets, and they want to know, Bernie Backgammon, roving reporter, what's your favourite praise song?
Well, my favourite praise song is Boom Chicka. I love that. I love to learn the books of the Bible, and I think I look pretty cool when I'm doing
easy on the back there.
So fresh. Oh yeah, it is a bit sore.
Whoosh. And why is praise so important? Is it something you just do, I don't know, on Christmas, Easter, or is it something you make part of your life?
Every day.
Every
Derek.
day? Why so?
I love to praise. Well, because first of all, it's good for me. It's good to remind me of God's word when I'm singing, because I like worship songs that have got God's word in.
Nice.
And it's also good for us to say thank you to God through praise for all that He's done for us.
And is it good for your neighbours if they can hear you?
My neighbours love my singing. Derek, I don't know what you're talking about.
Excellent. Please direct any complaints to Bernie Backgammon at HebrewsNews.com. All right, well, get yourself up, get ready, get on your feet, but give yourself some space and get ready to praise as we praise Audacious Kids.
Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. He's good. His love endures forever. He is good. So good. With goodness and His mercy close behind. Goodness and mercy. I'm dwelling here forever and all time. Even if I tried a million ways, I could never fully tell your praise. He's good, He's good. You can't even deny it. He's good, He's good. Might get a little excited. He's good, He's good. And everybody's invited, so let's celebrate, let's celebrate. He's good. The Lord God is a sun and shield for us. For us. He gives grace and mercy with His love. His love. No good thing will He withhold from those. No good thing who walk uprightly. Goodness overflows. There's a party going off right now, so celebrate His goodness with a shout. Yeah! He's good, He's good. You can't even deny it. He's good, He's good. Might get a little excited. He's good, He's good. And everybody's invited, so let's celebrate, let's celebrate. He's good. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Even better than a birthday, take the cake. My God is great, and the one who made me makes no mistakes. Oh, my God is so good, King of the Ring in my neighborhood. So get up. We got plenty of room, and we know how to rock it. Come on. Don't sip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. Get up. Get the show on the road for the world to know. He's good, He's good. You can't I'm weak, you are strong. No matter what comes, I know that Jesus will love me, and he says I belong. There's a joy in the morning, more than I could give back. Lord, you keep me from danger, and you tell me you got us like that.
You got us like that. You got us like that. You got me, got that. You got us like that. You got us like that.
Wow, that was a really good praise session, wasn't it? Derek.
You reached some notes then, Bernie, that I've never experienced before.
Well,
and
I was
don't wish to
surprised.
again.
I was very surprised, Derek, by how flexible you were.
Hey, breakdancing is an art form of praising too.
Indeed.
Well, I think it's time for our live match report from Jericho. Obviously, the guys are down there, and it's a big match day today. Jericho is going to be taken. It's for us, for the promised land. But apparently we've got some pretty interesting tactics on show today. So we're going to go live now. We have a reporter actually outside the stadium, ready for the match, and taking Jericho down today. Let's see how he's getting on right now.
Thank you, team. I'm here at the walls of the ancient city of Jericho, right at the edge of the Promised Land, where a gripping battle is taking place. Oh, here comes someone.
Go away, little Hebrew. You can't win. Our gates are locked, our doors are firmly shut, and we've even closed shut our curtains on the windows. You might as well give up.
Sorry, there seems to be some misunderstanding. I'm Maggie Mysterium, Hebrews News.
What? So where's that little man Joshua and his army of priests and musicians? They were here this morning. Proper losers they are.
Sorry, I've only just got here myself. Wait a minute. If the gates are locked, how are you supposed to get back in?
What? Oh, them little dogs. Lads, let me back in.
Well, that was strange. Was that all right, though? Do you reckon we've got enough footage for the next shot? Yeah. Do you want to maybe get some scenery, move around? Oh, no. Sorry, I forgot about your bad back. Oh, wait a second, someone's coming this way.
That's it, men. Just 2 more laps to go. Victory will be ours. Keep it going. Come on. Doing a great job.
Mr. Joshua, please, a word.
Yeah, what is it? I haven't got long, you understand. I've got to get back to the boys.
Yes, this competition has had the viewing public gripped since the very beginning. Joshua v Jericho. The city seems impenetrable, and all you seem to be doing is running around playing trumpet.
Yeah, that's right. Us and the boys, we've been told to march around the city 6 times. 6 days, for 6 days, once a day for those 6 days. Then the last day, we're going to do 7. We're on lap 5 now.
That seems a bit of an odd tactic. What do you expect to achieve?
Well, listen, I can't answer that now. We've got to go. They're moving on. Come on.
Was that all right? Yeah, Craig? Do you want to maybe go and get some shots of the scenery? No? Oh, dodge back. Sorry, I forgot. It's fine. We'll just wait for someone else to come along.
Oh, missed them, you see. Look at them, cowards, running away, playing bad jazz. We've definitely won this one, haven't we, lads?
You are stuck out here by yourself, and there is quite a lot of them.
Yeah, but that doesn't scare me. However, I do see an open window. I'm just gonna try to feed my kittens or something.
Right. I'm gonna have to get someone to interview. This is ridiculous. This is not a news report. What do you think we should do? Oh, it doesn't matter. Joshua's coming. Roll, 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 roll.
That's it. Brilliant. We're nearly there. Come on. I can feel those walls starting to crumble any second.
Mr. Joshua, you were going to discuss your tactics with us.
Yeah, I'm really in a real rush, though. Come on.
Yeah, but you're walking around a city that you're trying to defeat playing trumpets. It doesn't seem like much of a plan.
Yeah, well, God got us all together, got the boys all in. We had a bit of a pep talk. He said, you know what, if we stick to the plan exactly to the letter, he delivered Jericho to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk around the city every day for 1 lap for the first 6 days. Today we're doing 7 laps while blowing our trumpets. And then once we're done on that final blast, the city walls will come down, we'll go over the top, and Jericho will be ours. We're 1 in the win column for Israel. Come on.
Right, okay. can't possibly think that's going to work.
Of course it's going to work. Listen, we're on the last lap. I'm going to have to go.
What? This is ridiculous. I'm definitely not going to win Reporter of the Year with a report like this. You're not even going to move around, get some shots of the scenery. We've got barely any footage. I should have just been a vet.
That's right. Run away, you cowards. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Jericho, Jericho, Jericho.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute, I can see Joshua and his team coming back round the corner. They look like they're about to blow the final blast on their trumpets. Unbelievable, Jeff. They've managed to bring down the Jericho wall. It's fallen all by itself. Did you manage to catch that on camera? Oh, anyway, it looks like Joshua is about to send his troops on in the attack. And they're in! A spectacular win for Israel. No one saw that one coming. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right. Well, I absolutely love the story of Jericho. It's one of my favorites. Just imagining what it would have been like for the Israelites that had been marching round time after time after time. It was amazing. And then the bricks just start falling like an earthquake. It must have been mega. Now, I have got some reasonably large bricks from my garden wall today. And I tried them. I brought them from home thinking what it would be like if these started falling from the sky. Oh, sorry about that. And it must have been amazing. Now, we all love the story of Jericho because we know how it ends. We know that it ends with the walls falling down, Israelites going in and living in this promised land that is so exciting and so brilliant. It ends in victory. But I want us to think about the time of what it must have been like for those Israelites on the first trip round the city. On the second trip round the city, it must have been a little bit weird. It must have been like, yay, we're here for this victory, but, oh, it's not really going the way I planned. Now, for me, I know when I was learning to drive, I used something like this, very similar. And I thought I was really good. I did lots of practicing. I had loads of lessons doing my driving, and I thought I was a little bit of a racing driver. And I would go, and I thought, yes, I am really ready to pass my test. And I booked my test, and I went for the test, and I was amazing. I was absolutely perfect. I kept my hands in the right place on the steering wheel. I never broke the speed limit. I did everything that I was supposed to do. And when we arrived back at the test centre, I failed. And I was feeling quite sad about that. Apparently I didn't indicate at one point. And so I got home and I booked my test again straight away. I'll get straight back on there because I was like, I can remember to indicate. Everybody, when you're old enough to drive, or remind your parents to use the indicators, really helpful. And I didn't even practice. I was like, go straight for the next test, easy peasy. I remember indicators. And so I got to the test and I was hands in the perfect place. I did all the gears right. I indicated at the right time, very good. And got back to the test centre. And I failed again. And I was like, what is going on? I keep failing at this. I know that I want to be a driver. I want to have my own car. I want to go and pick up my friends and go out places in the car. But it just doesn't seem to happen. So I booked the third test. And I failed that one as well. And I thought, this is impossible. This is impossible. No matter what I do, I'm sure I failed my third one for not breathing correctly. Or, I don't know. I don't know what I failed for. And I was like, oh, well, this is just impossible. It's not going to be done. And I actually thought, hold on for a second. What I actually need to do is actually think. And I prayed. And I said, God, I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm too nervous or I'm forgetting things, but I need your help. And I know that you are awesome and you made all this. And I just started to remind myself of how good God is, how amazing he is. And I went into the 4th test, and I was a little bit calmer because I'd prayed and I'd praised and I got things in right perspective, and I was like, okay, God can help me in this. And I went in and I was super calm. I actually drove a little bit slower, which was probably part of helping it. And you would not believe it, number 4, I actually passed my test. Woohoo! And I've been driving extremely safely ever since, as demonstrated. And but the thing is, you may have something in your life that, like the Israelites, they had the promised land. They had this promise of God, what it's going to be. But they decided they had to think about, well, how can we do this when it doesn't look obvious? Jericho was tightly shut up. It was a big walled city, and it was impossible for them to just walk in there. That wasn't going to happen, was it? So they had to trust in God's plan. And that's what I want you to remember. You've got to trust God even when it looks like a brick wall or it looks like an impossible situation. I want you to trust God. The other thing I want you to remember is that even when you're trusting God, you still have to do your part. You notice how the Israelites didn't go and sit and sulk and go, fine, well, I'll trust God and I'll wait until he does something. No, they actually had a part to play. They had to do the marching around. They had to put on their armor on each day and march around the city. They had a part to play. And even with me in my driving test, after I failed the first one, I could have sat at home and waited until somebody brought me a driving license and said, it's okay. And a miracle happened. No. I still had to do my bit. I had to go and book another test. It cost me money. Every time I took a test, I had to get some of my savings and pay for a test, and I had to do my part. Another thing, first of all, we've got to trust him. Second, we've got to do our part. And third of all, we've got to stick at it. I don't know about you. After walking around the city, all the way around, that must have taken them for ages. And then they're going round again, and they're going round again. And on day 5, they've got blisters, they're tired, they're dehydrated, they've run out of water, they've got none of the good sweets left, and they're like, oh, I need a sugar rush, I need something, I've got to go. And it would have been really easy to quit and say, this is not working. After my 3rd driving test, I wanted to quit. I was like, this is not working. But if you want to see the promised land, if you want to see all the awesome things that God has for you, you've got to trust him, you've got to do your part, and you've got to stick at it. How amazing the Israelites, on that 7th day, going round the 7th time, they must have been like, oh my gosh, we've got there. And then when the miracle comes, when the promise comes, it's so exciting. Because we know that God's done it, but we know that we've done our part and we've stuck at it. So I want you to think right now, Audacious Kids, maybe think about something that you're believing God for. Maybe you want to get on the school football team. Maybe you want to really get that pen license at school, or you really want to really improve on your spelling or your maths, or maybe you just really want that friend that you don't seem to have. And God has this for you. And he wants you to do these things. He wants you to trust him. He wants you to do your part. And he wants you to stick at it. And I know that if you do that, God's promises are there for you. Just like it was there for the Hebrews, just like it was there for me, and I got to pass my driving test. And all our Audacious Kids leaders have got loads of examples of how God has been faithful. So trust him, do your part, and stick at it. I'm going to go back to the studio with Bernie Backgammon right now.
Wow, Derek, that really was an amazing story. Driving test that many times explains quite a lot.
Don't know what you're talking about. Derek Solitaire here.
Thank you, Derek, for joining me back in the studio.
Oh, I see. The studio's gone to pot today, but
It's just calling around.
It's just been the best, hasn't it? Hebrews news, finding out about the Hebrew people, and it's a good thing to know. As God is with the Hebrew people, he's also with us too, isn't he, Bernie?
Absolutely. I really liked your 3 points on impossible situations. Trust God, do your part, and stick at it.
Absolutely.
Lovely.
Well, we've absolutely loved bringing Hebrews news to you, Audacious Kids. And unfortunately, our lease is up on the studio, so we may be out of action for a little bit, but we'll find a spot somewhere, and we'll be coming on a screen soon. But next week, some colourful people are in here, I believe. I don't know, but certainly tune in. Click click the like button and subscribe to Audacious Kids, and you can find all the great stuff coming up on Audacious Kids TV. Stay safe for now, and stay strong, San Diego.
Goodbye.